John, you represent FEPE. Could you tell us a little bit more about what your organisation does?
FEPE is an international association of outdoor advertising companies, out-of-home advertising companies. Not just restricted to contractors or site owners, but to suppliers of the medium as well. For instance, Hewlett-Packard have just become members today, so we're beginning a crossover here.
You've just given a keynote presentation with the title Textiles as an Outdoor Medium. Can you share with us what your key messages were?
Well, what I was hoping to achieve was to inform people within the print industry what is going on in out-of-home. And what we're now seeing is a switch from the old paper and paste situation that's been going on for years. That's now going out, and what is coming in is digital printing as well as digital in terms of plasma screens and LED screens. So it's trying to get the link with the printing industry to see that we're looking very closely at digital print.
In your presentation, what misconceptions were you looking to address?
It wasn't really seen in that way. I think it's an education process of this crossover, because I think in outdoor, in out-of-home, we don't know enough about what is going on within the print industry. We don't know enough about digital printing. And that certainly has been a huge eye-opener to me, just to walk around this exhibition. I've never seen so many pieces of kit and seen so much superb work. So it was really to try to show delegates here that our industry is now addressing an improved appearance, beginning to not rely on paper and paste, but beginning to rely on what is now being termed a one-sheet solution. So for 6 by 3 metre panels and 12 by 3 metre panels, we have a printing facility for one sheet of either polyethylene or Velcro or PVC or whatever it happens to be. And that is a growing trend now.
At the moment, the ultimate end users are under huge pressure to demonstrate a practical return on investment for all their marketing expenditure. What research can you point to?
I would say quality is absolutely key, and that is quality in terms of the end product, in terms of the printing end unit, and the quality of the site itself. It's the combination of the two. It is no good having a good site with a poor print on it. It's got to be top quality. And what we've seen here is there's no excuse to not have top quality unless you're not prepared to pay a little bit over the top. It's not a huge amount. It's just important for your overall image.
So without wishing to be at all tactless, do you think there's any truth in the idea that this sector is a little too unsophisticated to really understand the medium, and perhaps a little bit too driven by price and other factors such as opportunities to see?
It's certainly driven by price. It has been driven by opportunities to see, and I think we've solved that opportunities to see thing by developing an eyes-on research program which has been happening across Europe and indeed in the States. So that research side is well sorted. I think there is a lack perhaps of understanding between what we as an outdoor medium operate and what the printing industry can provide. I think there is this sort of very large gap between the operator of the outdoor sign and the print product at the end of the road, because you have a specialist poster buyer who buys from the contractor, you have an agency who employs that specialist, you have a client who employs the agency, they need a creative department, and then you've got the client at the other end, and there's a lot of connections there. And I think there should be a much more close link between the contractors on the outdoor end and the printing people here, which we've seen in this exhibition, and I think that would really help. We could get a much greater understanding, that's the way I would put it.
This time next year we'll be in Munich. What do you think we're likely to see in terms of trends over the next 12 months?
I think we're going to continue to see a growth in what we know as digital out-of-home, which is plasma screen usage and LED screen usage. But both of those are very highly priced. There is a growing lack of interest in the regular paper and paste solution of the 48 sheet. And I think there's a big opportunity to develop this single sheet solution. Hopefully, if the market allows it, money can be invested into that single sheet solution. That's what I would hope to see grow in the next 12 months. But it's all going to be dependent upon the financial climate of each market at the time.
John, thank you very much indeed for sharing that with us. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much.